My knives are different than other knives because my sole focus is on the material technology and things that I can prove with empirical data. I think while most knife makers are really interested in the artistry and the eliciting of emotion, I'm more interested in the actual application of said blades in real kitchens. My knives are used frequently in commercial kitchens by restaurant owners, chefs, and in homes, but because they are used in commercial kitchens often, I can see real feedback on the fruits of my labor. So when I spend a lot of time switching out belts, a lot of time polishing, a lot of time sharpening, because to make that material yield into a knife and create a tool out of it, it takes a lot of effort. And so when I get such positive feedback by chefs that are able to do things they've never been able to do before because the knives are so much sharper than what they've used before, because they last longer, because they aren't spending so much time sharpening at the end of every night, that's where I get my gratification from. There's a misconception that hand-forged means better. Hand-forged means that you draw blades out of a round bar, or you do what I do, which is get steel in sheets and you can cut them to shape with a water jet, and because it is less familiar to most people, they assume that it is of lesser quality. So people are used to seeing the Japanese bladesmith. People are used to seeing, the swinging of the hammer to create the knife. But we have modern technology now. The steel that I'm using is of a higher quality. It is more pure, it is more consistent, it incorporates technology that we use in aerospace and space flight. So I think people assume there's some artistry lost, and what I like to think is that I just place that effort in other areas. I require just as much time, and I've been making knives for over 13 years now, and I was taught by someone who's been making knives for over 30. You still require that same amount of skill and knowledge. My knives cost what they cost because I am the one who is making them, and they are out of the best materials. It takes a long time to polish this steel. It takes a long time to grind this steel. We strive for excellence, and even though I put so much effort into them, and even though I don't spare on any expense, you also won't have to pay for the tradition of things. Every time I go into a restaurant, I like seeing my knives being used, and more than that, I like seeing the smiling eyes of the people while they cut with my knives. And that's not something that happens once. I see people that have had my knives for years, and I still see that same happiness as they cut through fish or are breaking down pork with one of my knives, because it should be a joy to use a good tool.